Hello, Yarwan. First of all, I hope you don't mind my accent since English is not my primary language. So please bear with me. My videos are based only on what I've learned at school and help me get a good grades on it. So now because I'm through with it, I just wanted to share it with you to get an ace too. So if you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button so you won't miss any of my future videos. So now let's start to discuss about the blood flow to the heart. So the always remember, if you're looking on the heart, this side is always the right side of the heart and on this side is always the left side of the heart. So the blood that came from the top part of our body enters in the superior vena cava, and the ones that came from the lower part of our body enters in the inferior vena cava. The ones that came from the superior and inferior vena cava carries the deoxygenated blood. So the deoxygenated blood enters the first chamber of the heart, which is the right atrium. Pass through the tricuspid valve and enters to the right ventricle. Once it enters on the right ventricle, it goes to the pulmonary valve. So from the pulmonary valve, it goes through the pulmonary artery and to the lungs. And once the blood enters to the lungs, it is now being oxygenated. And from the lungs, it goes back to the left pulmonary veins, left pulmonary veins. And once it goes back to the pulmonary veins, it is now called the oxygenated blood. It is now carries the oxygenated blood and now enters to the third chamber of the heart, which is the left atrium. Pass through the bicuspid valve and enters to the left ventricle. And once it enters to the left ventricle, the oxygenated blood now goes to the aortic valve. And goes to the aorta, which is now ready to be distributed throughout the body through these arteries. First one is what we call the brachiocephalic artery. The second one is what we call the left common carotid artery. And the third one is what we call the left subclavian artery. Okay, so now let's review the blood flow to the heart. When you look at on the heart, always remember that this side is the right side of the heart, and on this side is the left side of the heart. The deoxygenated blood that came from the upper part of the body enters the superior vena cava, and the blood that came from the lower part of the body enters into the inferior vena cava and goes through the first chamber of the heart, which is the right atrium, pass through the tricuspid valve, and enters to the right atrium. From the right atrium, goes through the pulmonary valve. From the pulmonary valve, it goes through the pulmonary artery and through into the lungs to be oxygenated. And now the blood is being oxygenated. It returns to the left pulmonary veins and enters to the third chamber of the heart, which is the left atrium, pass through the bicuspid valve and enters to the left ventricle. The oxygenated blood that enters to the left ventricle is now going to leave and pass through the aortic valve and into the aorta, which is the largest artery of the body, and is now ready to be distributed throughout the body through these small arteries. First is the brachiocephalic artery. The second one is the left common carotid artery. And the third one is the left subclavian artery, and which is now going to be distributed and carries the oxygenated blood. I hope it helps, and please hit the like button, and if you have any question, please leave comments below. Thank you and have a nice day.